Hello, Aquarius, and Happy New Year. Welcome to Intuitive Clarity with yours truly, Allison Nichols. Aquarius, this is, as always, just going to be a general tarot forecast. So if it doesn't resonate with you, always check out your moon and rising sign. I need to start off with an apology. I did not upload any videos since October reading. I kind of knew I wasn't going to be able to do November because I got really busy creating the holiday scents for Intuitive Clarity candles. So I got wrapped up in that and then had every intention of doing December. And the middle of November, I actually ended up having emergency oral surgery. So anyway, I had a lot of pain and I couldn't open my mouth barely to eat, much less do videos. Plus, you wouldn't have wanted to see me anyway because my cheek was pretty swollen. But I am all back and ready to go now. So we are going to do your January 2020 tarot forecast and see what we have cooking for Aquarius. So let's see what's going on here. Hope you had a great last quarter of the year. A lot of kings around you. And also a fabulous New Year's Eve celebration, if that's what you did. All right, let's do some numerology. Well, this should be easy. Two. So it's the energy of January for you, Aquarius, is two, which is about partnerships. So that could be creating partnerships in whatever form that might be. It could be joining some type of new social uh, type of thing. It could be you actually decide you want to start dating again. Um, new friendships, adding a new, partnering up with a new career or business or whatever. Okay, so let's see what the clarification cards are for Aquarius. Lots of kings. Okay. Interesting. All right. So we start off with my King of Swords, which is an air sign. Um, and actually, this could designate you, Aquarius. However, it is reversed. Okay. This is my Fairies Journey Tarot deck. Also, if you're interested in purchasing that, there's a link below for that as well. So I do have him reversed straight up. He can be my person in charge, the one who makes decisions. He can be a ruler, he can be the law, um, or he could just be representing an air sign. He is reversed. And I do get, though, the fish swimming upward, which is good investments. All right. Now, if you had made some investments, it could be the beginning of the month or that week. It could be that you might be getting some information that's not necessarily as positive as you thought, or if there's some type of a court case where a ruling needs to happen, it could be that the ruling doesn't necessarily go as well as you thought it would, but there's still some prosperity here. So I don't see it as being a complete wash. I see it as actually still being somewhat positive, but we'll do some clarification. Because here we walk into week two with my King of Pentacles. All right. Now he is an earth sign. He is all about, of course, the finances. That's what Pentacles are about. And so this is actually quite positive. And then we do have, though, the horseman reversed. So when he is straight up, Aquarius, things are moving forward. There's some information, there's some action coming your way when it comes to, it looks like, opportunities with finances. It's reversed. So this is the second week. Now, it does appear as if there might be a bit of the brakes being put on with something to do with finances. So if you were waiting to hear from the bank about something. You might not hear the beginning of the second week like you wanted to. You might not be getting the news that you were expecting quite yet. Okay. Um, if it is about, you're waiting to hear something from your boss, perhaps about a, uh, you know, raise or whatever, or a new position opportunity, you might not hear about it at the beginning of the second week. All right. We'll clarify though. Now, week 3, it does look like you are resting a little bit because we do have the Four of Swords. So you might be just taking a mental break. All right. I do have the Watchful Eye reversed. It almost looks like you just don't want to necessarily pay attention to too much. You might be more inward with your thoughts. Okay. You might not want to have a ton of responsibilities this third week as well. All right. Which is not a negative thing. You might just need a break. Also, sometimes that could be like a minor illness that pops up while you're not watching. So, what I guess I want to tell you is to watch your health, um, that third week as well. So, pay attention. It is winter. I don't know where you live, but, take your vitamins to fight off any cold. Just, keep your immunity up. Week 4, I get the Seven of Swords, which is getting away with something. All right. Um, but I get success. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the clarification cards are on this, Aquarius, because it almost appears as if something or someone is successful with getting away with something. Okay. The Seven of Swords is my thief card. So sometimes it is like, if they broke into your car or whatever, it looks like they got away with something, or something like that. So just kind of be careful. I guess watch your possessions and belongings on week 4. But let's do some clarification because it could actually be that maybe you did something. I'm not saying like you were a thief, but perhaps you did something that you did not think you were going to be successful at getting done, and you did. So, but you actually did. So let's see what the clarification cards are. Okay. So, as a clarifier here, on week 1, I do get the Five of Swords reversed, which there again with my Five of Swords, it's really not necessarily getting one over on someone. When it is straight up, that's what it's doing. It's kind of not fighting fair. So I do see, even though you might not be happy about some type of decision or whatever that was made, it does appear as if it was fair, okay, for the most part. So, I do see you still swimming upward, almost rising above. So I'm not real worried about week 1. Week 2, I do have the wish card. So remember I said something is not coming as fast as you would wish it to. I do get my wish card, so it does look like it's going to be okay. It's just not necessarily as fast as you would like. So if you were waiting to hear about a new job opportunity, that you had sent out your resumes, or you're waiting for a financial settlement or something like that, it does appear that you are going to get it. You're going to get what you wished for. It's just a bit delayed, not quite as fast as you would like. Now, I do have the Three of Swords here in week 3, or yeah, week 3. Okay. There again, I need you to kind of not necessarily kind of pay attention. Take a break if that's what you need, absolutely. But also kind of pay attention. just in case there is something looming out there that might be a bit heartbreaking. Now, I do want to say this. In week 3, just reading these 3 cards, it could be that, you might have had a bit of a disappointment or something, a bit of sadness, that happened while you weren't looking that might have, just kind of made you just want to stay in bed all day kind of thing. So, week 3 might be a little rocky. I just want you to pay attention. Um, and make sure that no one is doing anything that, while you're not watching, while you're resting, that could actually be a bit sad for you or, kind of emotionally upsetting to you. You know, it could happen whether you're watching or not. But, just kind of be prepared, be aware. Week 4, I do get my 8 of Swords, which is kind of feeling trapped. All right. Remember I said it looks like someone is getting away with it. Perhaps not, because this is my imprisonment card. All right. So if there was some type of negative dealings going on, that they were successful at it for a minute, it does appear as if there is some type of isolation, entrapment that does happen. So if someone did break into your car, it looks like by the end of the week they might have found them, or they might have been able to, apprehend them. If it's not about that, it could be, pay attention, because if you thought you were um, getting away with something, you're probably not going to by the end of the 4th week. So just pay attention. And, it could even be that this is starting in week 3. All right. If someone is doing something behind the scenes, that while you're not paying attention, it could pop up in week 4, and where they actually get caught, where you actually catch them, or call them out on it anyway. All right, so let's do one more clarification card. And then we'll do how you're feeling going into the month of February. And we shall be done. Sweet. Okay, so week 1, we do have the mountains, okay? So, and it is straight up. So there might be some mountains that you might have to overcome, all right, in week 1. However, I still see it being positive for you, all right? Um, and with this decision that gets made up here in some form, um, you know, there's nothing underhanded going on. However, there might be, some things that you need to clear up from all of this, or that you were planning on clearing up from all of this. Because I do actually see this as almost as a financial positive thing. So perhaps with whatever this is about financially, you're able to clear up some things that have been blocking you, pay off some debt or whatnot, in week 1. Week 2, I do get, again, not a residential move, with my storks being reversed, but either way, it's not movement. Okay. So if you were worried that you might have, might be transferred, you weren't ready to be transferred, it doesn't appear that that's what's going to happen. All right. If you are looking for a new financial opportunity, but you don't want to move, your wish is not to move, that works out well for you the 2nd week. Okay. So you are going to get the answers that you were looking for this 2nd week. And I believe it's the answer that you want with my wish card here, my hopes, wishes, dreams card. So week 2 looks really good. Now, there is a minor disappointment in week 3. Just here it is. We get the Scythe on top of the 3 of Swords. So there is some type of minor disappointment that's kind of emotional in week 3. And I believe it happens there again, either while you're on vacation or while you're not looking, or you just weren't paying attention. You had something else going on. It was going on back here, and you're looking over here somewhere. Okay. So there is a minor disappointment that pops up, which I believe is bleeding into week 4. And we do get the snake, so things come out. Okay. Um, so he is the snake in the grass. So he thought he was hiding, remember? And then we got caught. Okay. So he thought he was successful, but he's not, right? So whatever this is that is the minor disappointment, whoever this is that was actually causing the minor disappointment, if they were kind of hiding or thought that they were hiding, kind of started it and thought that nobody knew it was them, you're going to catch them, kind of thing. So whatever this is that created the disappointment, I believe you're going to catch them you're going to find, it's going to be found out by the end of the 4th week. So, you're going to get your just desserts, which is good. We're going to see what's going on, how you're going to be feeling going into the week of February. And then we shall be done. And if I haven't said this yet, I've been marathoning these, so I don't remember if I said this at the beginning. But 2020 is about stability. It is the energy of 4. 2 and 2 is 4. So it's about building good foundations and stability. So do that this year and make that kind of be your focus, if you can. And because you've got the perfect energy to do that. So if you're wanting to, build any kind of more stable foundation in any way, build a home, people do that. During 4 energies, they build businesses, they build bigger social foundations, um, change up their spending habits, bring in new financial funnels, all those things that build a positive foundation. That's what you want to focus on in 2020. Because come 2021, we get the 5 energy. And if you followed me for any length of time, you know how I feel about that. That's a bit of chaos. It's a bit of destruction, but you need the destruction sometimes to push you forward. But it's best to go into that type of energy on stable ground, as much stable ground as you possibly can. If there's any loose ends that need to be tied up that's been hanging there for any period of time, 2020 would be the time to do that because it would create more stability by tying up the loose ends, by knocking, crossing that off your list, whatever. Okay, that's my advice for 2020, Aquarius. All right, so let's see how you feel going into February. Not worried, a little tired, but feeling the love. Okay, so you go into it with not a lot of worry. My 9 of Swords reversed. Okay, straight up, it's worry. Okay, and sleepless nights. Sorry, my phone is on vibrate. And then we have the 8 of Swords. I'm sorry, 8 of Wands reversed. So we're not worrying, but you also don't have necessarily a lot of fire. Not a lot of things are coming at you quickly that you need to attend to, which is good. I see you very much at peace and kind of more into family time going into the month of February. You get the Queen of Cups. You also might be dealing with some water signs, which would be in February, might be something that you just find yourself surrounded by, which is your water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. Either way, it looks like you're going into the month of February kind of at peace and kind of mellow, which is good. Because you had some things that last 2 weeks that were a little shaky, but you might actually be feeling a bit accomplished because you what popped up that 3rd week you were able to solve and move on from on by the end of the 4th week, which is fabulous. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to do a personal reading for you. Just click on the email link below and shoot me an email and we'll schedule a time. Definitely check out the new aromatherapy collection. It is absolutely beautiful. The molds are gorgeous. And also, you get a 10% discount through the 31st if you use the discount code below, which is just save 10. Um, and that's for my YouTube followers. And I think I've hit it all. But yeah, definitely check out the Candle Boutique, and I would love to do a reading. All right. Thank you so much. Also, I want to thank you all that had sent me a personal message when I wasn't posting, checking on me. That meant so much to me. And I am so sorry I did not respond very quickly to some of them. I was on pain meds and I slept a lot. So there are days I don't even remember. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much. I totally appreciate you. And keep liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all the things. So have a fabulous January, Aquarius. And until we meet again, I'm always sending loving energy your way. Bye bye.